Hi, this is Sally, one of Julie's subscribers. You're getting ready to watch Julie with Living Large on Lifetime. Don't forget to like and subscribe to her channel. Bye!
Okay, good morning guys. It is Wednesday and here's what I'm taking with me to work for lunch and snack. This is coffee for 0 smart points, 1 tablespoon of Dairy Star fat-free half and half for 0 smart points. Tea this morning is the Teamy Skinny. I'm starting the 30-day tea detox this morning. So 1 teaspoon is 0 smart points of Teamy Skinny with some lemon juice for 0. Coffee and tea are both 0 smart points. Lunch today is the chicken curry stew that Eddie made yesterday. It is 3 smart points. If you want the recipe, you'll need to go to Eddie's page. He has done a cook with me video, so hop on over there for the full recipe. This made 7 servings. So the chicken curry stew is 3 smart points. I've put that over some bird's eye riced cauliflower. It is actually the riced cauliflower vegetable medley. So it's mostly riced cauliflower, but it has like a few bits of peas and carrots in it. So I have to tell you guys that this chicken curry stew is so good. It's so good. So there, I mean, we can make it a little lower in points, but Eddie did a fabulous job and it tastes delicious. So go to his channel if you want the recipe and to find out how he made it. So my lunch is 3 smart points. And then my snack today is going to be the cheesecake that I made last night. This is 0 smart points. I will try to remember to give you guys the recipe below. If I forget, just ask me and I will type it out for you. So this cheesecake made 8 servings and they are 0 smart points per serving. So I'm going to top the cheesecake with these sliced strawberries and some Reddi-wip. The fat-free Reddi-wip is, I believe you can have 3 or 4 tablespoons for 0 smart points, so I'll probably just have maybe 3 tablespoons of Reddi-wip. So my entire strawberry cheesecake snack will be 0 smart points. And then my final snack for today is going to be just some diced fresh pineapple, also 0 smart points. So everything I'm going to have today before I have dinner is going to be just 3 points, and that is for the chicken curry stew, which is absolutely worth 3 points.
Good morning, you guys, and a huge shout out to Sally. Thank you so much for that awesome intro. You guys, Sally is one of my dearest friends. Sally is, I mean, she's just been instrumental with her support this last year. She has helped me through so many of those nail-biting moments. Sally, you're the best. Sally is just instrumental. She's like one of my biggest cheerleaders. Thank you so much for the awesome intro. And also, Sally is doing the step challenge, and I may be wrong, but I think she's hit her goal every single day in the month of February. So hi Sally, you guys give Sally some love in the comments down below. Here's my outfit of the day. And I know I keep wearing this one, but number 1, I'm so in love with these jeans. Number 2, love this sweatshirt. And number 3, I'm freezing. You guys, it's only 60 here right now. The wind is blowing, but it's like 40s and 30s at night. I am literally tired of being so cold right now. And I lost my coat, my winter outer coat in Arizona. Seriously, don't know how I did that. And I was hoping that I could like skate through the rest of spring and not have to buy a winter coat, but I think I'm gonna have to do it because I'm just dying. But honestly, I can't stand the feel of winter coats. I don't like feeling that bulky and large, and just, it's uncomfortable. They are uncomfortable, but I'm also really uncomfortably cold, so I might have to break down and buy one. I mean, I guess now is a good time because they should be on sale, right? So that could be good. But anyway, got a blue dot yesterday. Yay me. I feel like once you get 1 or 2 under your belt, it gets a little easier and a little easier and a little easier. However, I am already I have my whole week planned out. I have my weekend planned out, but I'm already starting to freak out about the weekend. Like, I have it planned out and I know I can get a blue dot and I want a blue dot, but I also want to enjoy the weekend and drink my beverages and eat my good food. So I'm already like in a turmoil about the weekend. I need to go back to the office today and really look at and solidify and internalize my Saturday and Sunday meal plan. I need to do that. I'm already starting to just weird out about it. I want the blue dot, but I want to enjoy life. But I don't want my weight to be up. So, anyway, I wanted to point you guys over to another dear friend of mine, Kat from Kat on Point, is the name of her YouTube channel. She did a video, I think she just put it out this morning, about she had been like totally on target and not lost an ounce for that particular week. And she talks about sometimes we get into the mentality of, you know, when we think we're doing everything right and there's no reward or no result, we're like, why? What's it all for? What is it all for anyway? I go through that a lot, like, oh, why am I even doing this? But Kat reminded me, and I was so grateful for the discussion this morning, because she reminded me that, number one, if we're not trying and we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're going to be moving backwards, and I really refuse to move backwards in this journey. So if we're not doing this program, we're not watching what we eat, caring about being healthy, then I know in my circumstance, if I'm not doing this, I will gain weight. There's no doubt about it. If I'm not tracking and counting and watching my points and eating healthy proteins, I will gain weight. It's a for sure thing. So, and I refuse to go backwards. If I'm not moving forward, I am moving backwards. I don't want that for my life. And then another example that Kat gave, which I was like so relating to, was the guy in Shawshank Redemption who is literally 1 teaspoon at a time, 1 teaspoon, taking the dirt out of his cell from behind the poster. I'm just walking back and forth because I don't want to walk past people right now, and I'm trying to stay in the sunshine. So, but the one guy who's taking 1 teaspoon of dirt out at a time, and over the years he was able to dig an entire tunnel to escape the prison. So that kind of made me laugh, but it also, no, it really made me laugh, but it also made me think, you know, 1 teaspoon at a time, Julie, that's all I need to do, just 1 teaspoon at a time. And it may not be 1 teaspoon as in 1 ounce or 1 pound at a time. Maybe it's 1 behavior at a time. Maybe it's 1 thought process at a time. Maybe it's 1 more blue dot that I'm conquering. 1 at a time is how it gets done. So, that's what it's for. It's about being healthy overall. And even if I never lose another pound, I'm doing the best I can for my body right now. And this is the phase I want it to be in. It is healthy. It may not be as small as I want, but it's absolutely healthy because I know I'm treating it healthy. Of course I could be healthier. But it's part of the process. I'm doing the best I can right now. And it's just 1 teaspoon at a time, 1 behavior at a time, 1 meal at a time, 1 blue dot at a time, and 1 step at a time. So thank you so much, Kat, for that really eye-opening discussion this morning. If you guys have not watched her videos, you should head over and watch that one at least, Kat on Point, because I thought that was really good. Anyway, I'm so cold. My nose is running. I can't get warm anymore. I told my friend the other day, I want California back. You guys are all reporting though, all of a sudden, like the last day or two. Of course, there's a truck backing up right now. You guys are all reporting that it's like 60s and 70s where you live. And on the one hand, I'm jealous, but on the other hand, I know you've dealt with the snow and the cold and being miserable so much longer than I have. So you deserve it. You enjoy that, and then hopefully it's gonna come my way really soon, right? Okay guys, ooh, I almost said good morning. It's actually 7 o'clock. We are headed home. I have to rave one more time about the chicken curry stew. I'm calling it a stew. Eddie just calls it chicken curry, but it's kind of stewish. It has some good liquid. So anyway, it was so good. It was not spicy. I would change 3 things for next time. I would add more peanut butter powder, more curry powder, and not use the oil. But Eddie did perfect, and especially since he did it in the Instapot, and the flavors were amazing. And I really appreciate the fact that he really watches the points that he puts into a recipe for my sake. So I really appreciate that. He didn't even have this at all. You don't like that coconut milk, or?
I can't have that coconut milk.
So he made it all for me, which I totally appreciate. So if you want to see the cook with me, he also did an amazing job on the cook with me. I watched that today while I was eating the chicken curry. So it was awesome. He did a really good job on that. So go to his channel. It's Eddie Almanza is his YouTube channel. I actually typed out the recipe, so I'll put the recipe and a link to his channel in the description box. I typed out the recipe from what he told me yesterday, so I think I got everything. I had to add a couple more things today while I was watching the video. So watch the video, listen to what he puts in it, and then check my recipe for accuracy. But check my description box so you can get to his video. It's awesome. You guys should totally make it. And putting it over the rice cauliflower. I'm usually not a fan of rice cauliflower because it's just not flavorful enough, but with the curry over it was delicious. So that's it about the curry. But I also have to tell you guys one thing I did today, so I started the Teamy Detox today, and when I very first did the Teamy Detox, that was when I started doing intermittent fasting. That was back in July. And I remember that in order to stretch my fasting window, I would make sure that I drank all of my Teamy Skinny before I would have lunch. So I decided to go back to that. So today I was telling myself to drink all my Teamy Skinny before I had my lunch, and 4 o'clock came and I still had not had lunch. I wasn't starving. I was a little bit hungry before I started my Teamy tea, but then once I started with the tea, I wasn't hungry, and I still didn't finish it all because I finally looked up, and I was working and stuff, and I looked up and I realized it was 4:09, and I was like, I actually need to eat because it's gonna throw off like my whole schedule if I don't eat soon. So that's cool. It just maybe this is one of the key things that I needed to get back to, was the tea detox, or at least a good tea fast, and then the whole intermittent fasting thing. So what it made me realize was that I've probably been eating more than I need to lately, because if my body can go for a specific amount of time without food and I felt great, I felt fine, I felt energetic, if I can go for a specific amount of time without food, and then all of a sudden I'm eating food that I don't really need, then I'm probably eating more than I need. So what I ended up doing was, so I had my I had lunch at about 4:15, and then I had my cheesecake, which was also pretty delicious. I had that at like 5:40. So I did not have the pineapple, and I may or may not have that after dinner tonight. That's another thing that I kind of fell back into, snacking after dinner, and I need to stop doing that. There was a time when I was taking fruit with me into the bedroom with my dinner, locked myself in with my Bellini and my dinner and my fruit, and did not go back into the kitchen. If I got hungry, I could have the fruit. If I didn't need it, I didn't need it, and that was fine. So I think that's another thing that I need to go back to. So those are some things that I discovered today. And then while I was running today, I did do my 4-mile run, and I ran a little bit faster today. I was listening to Fat Dad because I haven't listened to one of his podcasts for a while, and there's something I need to tell you guys that I heard on the episode that I just listened to, but I want to quote it because it's really good. So I'm going to listen to it again, and I will write the quote down, and I'll tell you guys tomorrow. But as I was running, I realized that running never really helps me lose weight. It just never has. Even when I train for marathons, and maybe especially when I train for marathons, I always think in the back of my mind, okay, if I'm running 10 miles, for sure I'm gonna lose some weight this week. And I never do. Even on the days when I run races or even a marathon, I am dehydrated for a while, so my weight might be down 1 or 2 pounds from that. But that's it. I never lose weight. I never lose weight from running. On the other hand, running does help me for sure maintain my weight. But what I was thinking as I was running was that this summer, when I know for a fact that I was leaner, I was probably only a few pounds less than I am now, but I know that I was leaner, I felt leaner, my clothes fit better. I was actually training for speed because I was training for, I was training to run the triathlon, which is only 4 miles, so I was training for speed at that time, and I was leaner. When you train for speed, you do, or the way I was doing it, I was doing 1 fast run a week and 1 intervals run a week and 1 long run a week, and then the rest were just easy miles. So I know that interval training is a really good way to burn fat. So I think that that type of training was probably helping me more achieve the body that I want, and definitely I was running so much faster in the summer. So my goals are a little bit different right now because my goal is really just to finish a marathon. I don't have a time frame for when I'm going to finish or how long it's going to take me, because training for speed at a distance is a lot harder and a lot more complicated and takes a lot more time and dedication. So for me, I'm just like, let's just finish this thing. But now I'm kind of leaning towards going back to the training that I was doing this summer, which was intervals, a speed run, and 1 long run. I think that I can incorporate that type of training and still bump up the long run enough to be able to do the marathons that I have planned for this year. So that's what I'm going to try. So basically I'm going to train like I was training for the triathlon, and then the long runs that I was doing this summer were like 10 to 12 miles only, so the long runs will be long, like double that length. So that's my plan. That's it. I'm going home to have dinner. We are having a very basic but very good 0 points meal, just grilled chicken and roasted Brussels sprouts, which I love. Which I love even more with Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning, but Trader Joe's has not had that for at least 2 weeks now, so I'm very bummed out about that. So I'll put whatever we have on them, and I'll show you guys dinner in just a while.
Okay, here's a start on dinner. So this is just chicken breast. I wish those pieces of fat were trimmed, but I'm not going to complain because Eddie is making this. So this is chicken breast, and I will eat around those pieces. Chicken breast is 0 smart points. He's marinating this in lime juice, and he's used this Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute and some pepper. So we're marinating this for a while, and then he is going to cook it up in the air fryer. Over here we have the roasted broccoli that's not roasted yet, so I just cut the broccoli. It's a really big broccoli, so I cut it in half, and then I have covered it with a light coating of cooking spray, and I used this Trader Joe's everyday seasoning. So this is going in the oven right now at 400 degrees. It will probably take about 45 minutes, so I have time to go shower, and then we'll come back and cook up the chicken, and bam, dinner will be ready. Okay, it's 8:45, which is super early for dinner for me, so very proud of that, only because I had Eddie's help. But anyway, here is dinner. So here is the chicken in the air fryer that Eddie cooked. So this is all chicken breast. I have 5.891 ounces of chicken breast. Still 0 smart points, but I wanted to weigh it tonight just to make sure I'm kind of eating at least within the range of normal and not overeating the chicken. So 5.891 ounces, and I usually go for about 5 ounces, so I think that's all right. So 0 smart points for the chicken. This is a tablespoon of this horseradish mustard that I'm going to dip the chicken in. 1 tablespoon is 0 smart points. Here is my roasted Brussels sprouts, and I'm super excited about these because literally I was just saying earlier that Trader Joe's hasn't had any bagel seasoning for like weeks. So I popped the Brussels sprouts in the oven and then I opened the mail and voila! Everything but the bagel sesame seasoning blend. Susie Homemaker, you are amazing, and that was like the best surprise ever. That totally made my day. So I ran back in here and I put some of this bagel seasoning on the Brussels sprouts. So now those are going to be awesome Brussels sprouts. I also put some of Trader Joe's, I also put some of Trader Joe's feta cheese, fat-free feta cheese. 1 ounce is 0 smart points, so I put some of that on the Brussels sprouts as well. So everything on my plate is 0 smart points, and just a very simple, healthy, but delicious meal. Here is the pineapple that I did not eat earlier today, so I'm not sure if I'll have that later or not, but I'm taking it with me with my dinner just in case, so that will be 0 smart points if I have that. And then my beverage is over here, the Bellini. I have the bottle is 18 smart points and some frozen grapes inside. So everything that I'm having for dinner on the plate is 0, beverage is 18, and then my lunch today was 3 smart points. So I'm ending my day as of right now with 21 smart points. That leaves me with 2 smart points to roll over, and I get a blue dot for today. Yay!